guys, and a huge welcome back to Stace Does Travel, and a huge welcome to a very exciting Disneyland Paris series. I am so excited to be heading back to Disneyland Paris for the first day of the brand new Disney Music Festival. I'm so excited to see everything that this new festival has to offer us, and this is the whole reason I booked this trip, is purely just to be there for the first day of the festival, taking all the vibes, see all the entertainment, and I literally cannot wait. So I'm actually hoping as well there's actually going to be some previews the day before as well. So today is Thursday the 17th of April, tomorrow Friday the 18th is the day before it starts, so I'm really hoping that they do some previews. They usually do for like new seasons at Disneyland Paris. The day before they'll do like a soft opening, like unannounced, and they'll just do it. So I'm really hoping that something like that happens tomorrow. And then of course everything does kick off on Saturday, which I'm so excited for. Like, Disneyland Paris's entertainment is unreal, so to have a brand new season starting at Disneyland Paris is so exciting. Today's vlog is purely going to be a travel vlog. There unfortunately will be no park content, purely because my flight lands in Paris at 9:30 in the evening. So unfortunately I won't be heading to the parks today, but I am going to take you along for travel day. I am actually flying from Gatwick today, which is a little bit different for me. Normally I fly to Paris from Bristol, but unfortunately Gatwick was the cheapest option this time by like a substantial amount. So we are flying from Gatwick this time, which is fine, but I will take you for the journey down to Gatwick. I will show you Gatwick Airport. I will explain things about the flight, how to get from like where your plane lands in Paris Airport over to like security and baggage claim and all of that fun stuff. I will then be getting a Bolt from the airport to my hotel, so I can explain all of that as well. I personally use Bolt over Uber in Paris, purely because I find them a little bit more reliable, and they also give you loads of discount codes. And they have just started doing something where I think it's called Women for Women. So basically if you are women travelling, you can request a woman driver to make yourself feel more comfortable, which I definitely will be doing. Just because I'm not saying, you know, I've got a thing against men, but I just personally feel more comfortable with a woman driver, and that's just me. So I will be doing that as well. So I will explain everything about Bolt later on as well. And I will of course take you to check into my offsite hotel. So I am staying at Campanile Hotel, which is in Bussy St George. It is 2 stops away on the RER train from Disneyland Paris, so not far at all, but a little bit further out than I am used to. I usually stay at the partner hotels, which have like free shuttle buses, but this was a very quick budget trip, so I needed something cheap and cheerful, and cheap and cheerful is exactly what I got. This hotel cost me £180 for 3 nights, including breakfast, which I thought was a steal for any hotel anywhere near Disneyland Paris, so I'm really excited to stay there. I have stayed in a few different Campaniles in the past, so I've stayed in the one in Manille, probably butchered that name, and I've also stayed at the one in Torcy, and they've both been great, so I'm looking forward to experiencing another one, and I know that they are a reputable and well-known brand, so I feel like my stay is going to be great either way. So yes, today is purely travel day, no park content, which I am sad about, but it just so happened that this was the cheapest flight out there. And when I booked it, like I think about 2 months ago, I just had to book what I could take. Like, I don't want to fly from Gatwick. It's about 3.5 hour drive for me. But needs must. Just to see the new music festival, needs must. So like I said, I have a very long drive ahead of me. So I do live in South Wales, and Gatwick Airport is about 3.5 hours away. It is currently 10:10 in the morning. My flight is at 7:15, and I am going to be leaving the house soon. I booked the whole day off work just purely because I was like, I'd rather have the whole day to get there, and then if there's traffic or if there's, you know, road closures, I've got time to divert and detour if I need to, just because I get a lot of travel anxiety, I'm not going to lie. Like, anyone who knows me well will know, even though I travel a lot, it does make me incredibly anxious to do, so I would rather get to Gatwick 5 hours early on accident than be there like an hour before because of traffic or because of road closures or whatever. So I am going to have a very long day, but it'll be so worth it to see all the goings on at Disneyland Paris. There is also 2 new stores opening while I'm there as well, which I'm so excited about. So in Disney Village, it's currently undergoing like a major rehaul. It is wild. It is just like construction central. But on the Saturday I'm there, so my second day, we have the Lego store is reopening. That's been all completely rethemed and looks amazing from the pictures I've seen. And we also have a brand new store called Deco by Disney, which I'm so excited about because it's basically homeware. I love homeware. I literally don't have a shred of room in my carry-on to bring anything back, but I might have to keep my eye out for the next trip. But I'm so excited to see the new stores as well. And also a lot of walls have come down in Walt Disney Studios. Literally this morning it got revealed that basically like the central plaza type bit as you enter the park, all the walls have come down there. So there's like a big open space and it looks incredible. So I'm super excited to see Walt Disney Studios with a couple of those walls down as well. And I of course will show you all of the construction bits that are going on. Still very heavy construction in the village and also in Walt Disney Studios. There is a little bit of construction in Disneyland Park as well, but I will cover all of that later. I might even do a separate video for it, who knows. But yes, there is lots of exciting things going on in Disneyland Paris right now, and I'm excited to get there. I am probably going to be quite quiet for the drive because I'm on my own, so I don't really have anyone to film, or I don't have anyone to drive so I can film. So I might chat with you at like the service stations. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to see how I get on with my drive. I am going to stop a few times just to break the drive up a little bit. But yeah, I'll probably chat to you at the services and then I will take you along the airport journey with me all the way over to Paris and then all the way to my hotel as well. So shall we go to Gatwick?
Hello again. I've just made my first stop at Lee Delamere Services. It's taken me about 2 hours to get here. I did have a couple of errands to run as I left the house, so I had to go to like the post office. I went to Tesco to get fuel. Tesco was carnage. I think everyone is going away for the bank holiday weekend, so it was absolute carnage in there. It took me probably about 20 minutes to get fuel from the time I got in the line for fuel to getting my fuel and leaving. So that was fun. But no, I'm just at Lee Delamere now. It took me about probably an hour and 20 to get here. It's a little bit longer than I anticipated, but there's quite a lot of traffic on the roads. I think everyone has done the same thing as me and booked another day off work for an extra long weekend. So yeah, but I'm just going to go and have a little wander inside, use the bathroom, and then I will be on the road again. Probably stop at Reading Services next. I think that's on my route. And then I'll be heading over to Gatwick, which is exciting. But yeah, it's been quite the journey so far, but I'm still very much on track, very much still keeping good time to get there stupidly early, as per. But yeah, let's go. Hello from Gatwick Airport. I've actually been here for about an hour, but I needed to decompress before I spoke to you because the last 90 minutes of that drive was horrendous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was so bad. I think I got into the M3 and that was really busy, and I was like, this is fine, this is why I leave stupidly early, I'm so glad I did. And it was like really busy, so I was like, this is fine, I've got loads of time, and the time to like arrive at the parking just kept creeping up and up and up and up and up. In the end I was an hour later than planned, and the M25 was what I can only describe as hell. It was really, really bad. It was like standstill, and then we would crawl 5 miles an hour for like a couple of seconds and it was standstill. So yeah, it was really bad. It took me about 2 hours to get from Reading to the parking when it should have taken just over an hour. So fun times. But I'm now at Gatwick. I've just sat and edited my Iona tour vlog, and that was a lovely decompress. I feel so much better now. I had such a headache from like the stress and the lack of water, and then when I got on the bus from the parking, there was like screaming kids everywhere, like all around me, so I felt like really overstimulated from that. But the parking was really easy. I parked at Purple Parking, which is on Charlwood Road, I think it's called. It was really easy. I got there, they asked me my reg plate, gave it over, they checked me in, and then what they do, which I thought was a bit weird, so they asked for my keys, which obviously I'm going to give over, but they were like, put them in like a little plastic baggie and were like, can you go put this on your windscreen? And I was like, yeah, okay. So I had to put my keys like on top of my car windscreen and just leave them there, and obviously I'm sure it's fine, but I just thought it was a bit of a weird system. Like, why not take my keys off me and know that they're safe? Because like anyone can grab them, I'm sure they won't, but anyone could. But it was fine. Like I say, that's all sorted now, the car is hopefully safe. And then I had to get the shuttle bus over. It did take about 15-20 minutes of sitting on the bus before it took off, which was no bother at that point. I was just like, need to get off this bus, need to get to the airport, oh my god. But it was absolutely fine. But yeah, it's been a very long day. It's currently 5 to 6. My flight is at 7:15, so my gate should be up in about 20 minutes. I am just going to go and get a meal deal from Boots and probably have another sit down and wait for my gate, and then just go straight to the gate and sit there for a bit. And yeah, I just thought I'd update you on where I am and how I'm feeling, because if you saw my Rome vlog as well, you know how I feel about solo travelling. My Rome vlog, I was so anxious the entire time solo travelling, and I haven't been as bad this time. I'm definitely still anxious, but I'm not as bad, purely because I think it's because I'm going somewhere familiar. Like, I'm going to Disneyland Paris, it's like my second home, so I don't think I'm as anxious. It was just the drive here took me 5.5 hours instead of 3. I mean, I did stop off a few times, but still a very, very, very long day. But yes, I'm going to go and get some dinner from Boots. Gonna go and wait for the gate, gonna go to the plane, gonna sit on the plane. You see where I'm going with this? Gonna get on the plane, gonna fly to France. But no, I am just gonna chill for a bit and I will catch up with you later. I am just heading down to the gate. We've got gate 8562, so it's not far at all from where I was sitting luckily, so that was good. I just had to tell you, I just had the most lovely encounter with the woman working at WH Smith. She was honestly an absolute legend. So I like walked in, all I wanted was a carrier bag because Boots gave me like this tiny little paper bag that was absolutely like minuscule. And I was like, I'm not going to fit my food in there. So I went into WH Smith and I was like, oh, excuse me. I was like, can I just buy a carrier bag? And she was just looked at me and she looked at my jumper. For context, I have this jumper on. And she was like, I love your jumper. And I was like, oh, thank you, that's really kind. I was like, you can guess where I'm going, can't you? And she was like, yeah, I can. She was like, I absolutely love it. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, that's really kind of you. So I was like, would it be okay if I just grab a carrier bag? Because I'm happy to pay for it. And she was like, I'm not going to charge you for a carrier bag. I'm not a fellow Disney fan. And I was like, I love you, I love you. And then she started singing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song to me in the middle of WH Smith. And I was like, I think you're my soul sister. Bear in mind, this woman was probably about 40, 50 years old, and I was like, I love you. I didn't get a name, which I was really disappointed about because I would have loved to have like put in like, not cast compliment, I don't know what they're called, just compliment, don't know. But yeah, I was really good, I didn't get her name, but she was lovely. And then as I got my carrier bag for free, she saw my backpack, which has Mickey Mouse on it. And she was like, oh my god, your backpack. And I was like, just in case you weren't sure where I was going. And she was like, oh, I love it so much. She was like, have the best time ever. Say hello to Mickey Mouse for me. And I was like, I'll tell Mickey you said hi. I loved her. She was honestly so cute. I was like, I literally want you to be my mum. She was lovely and she's really made my day and really put a smile on my face. So happy now. But yeah, just going down to the gate and then we'll be going on the plane. It's really quiet down this end as well. There's only 2 flights going from these terminals and there's like 12 terminals. So terminals, gates. Escalators are scary. From France, I've officially landed in Paris. The flight was really easy and smooth, but have I got a lot to tell you? Oh my god, it was like a drama llama, honestly. So we got to the gate and waited to board, and while we were waiting to board there was obviously someone checking like backpack sizes, so like obviously if it's too big they charge you for it. I was absolutely fine, but he was an absolute job's worth. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it in my life. He was so rude. He was screaming, and I mean screaming at people to check their bags. It was absolute carnage. He literally shouted at a girl and called her rude in front of everyone because she asked if she could take her jumper out of her bag to wear it, and he was like, why are you being so rude? She was like, I'm not. She was like, I literally just want to put my jumper on so that my bag fits. Is that an issue? She was like, I'm literally going to wear it, and he was so rude to her. And then, that wasn't even the worst bit. Sorry, I'm just walking through arrivals, so I'm just trying not to bump into anyone. Then he literally, there was someone with a medical bag, so that is like an additional bag to your carry-on. And he was like, is that a medical bag? And the guy was like, oh yeah, it's got all my like diabetes stuff in it. And he was like, did you tell us about it online? And the guy was like, yes, I did. And he was like, can you prove it's medicine? This poor guy had to open his medicine bag and get all of his stuff out onto the floor, the dirty floor, and then explain to this rude man what every single item was. I have literally never been more horrified in my whole life. Sorry, just getting on an escalator. I was literally just like, you can't do that. Like, you can't make someone get all the medical kit out onto a dirty floor in front of a load of people. Like, that's no one's business except his. So yeah, he was an absolute job's worth. Like, he looked at my bag and I looked at him and I was like, try me. But my bag didn't even get checked. The gate agent as well, she literally was like, can I see your bag? So I showed her and she was like, yeah, Karen. So I don't know what I was stressing about because I was absolutely fine. So happy days. Right, now I just need to remember how to get out of here. It's been a while. It hasn't been a while. It's been 6 weeks. I'm lying to make friends. Bear with. I'm just stopping for a second while I get my bearings because I feel like I've come out the wrong way. I haven't, but I just don't know where I am. So I'm going to stop for a second and tell you the rest of the drama before I figure out where I am. So what happened then? Oh yeah, I got on the plane and my seat was 25E. For some reason, I sat down in 28E. And for about 10-15 minutes, I was just sat there, I was chilling. It was really awkward though, because I had like the jump seat next to me. So the flight attendant was like facing me, so it was really awkward. And then someone came along and was like, oh, 25E. And I had headphones in, but I kind of heard it. So I kind of looked up and she glared at me. And then not one, but 2 flight attendants came over and were like, can I see your boarding pass? And I literally was like, I think I just overheard that. I was like, I'm in the wrong seat, aren't I? And they were like, yeah. I And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I must have just misread the sign. I was like, I'm in 25. I think I'm sat in 28. And they were like, yeah, you are. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I'll get up and move. They were just really rude about it. And I was like, there's just no need to be rude about it. But it was really embarrassing. I was really embarrassed. But when I did sit back down, I was sat next to a very handsome man. So it was okay. I didn't mind too much. Yeah, just a bit embarrassing. But the flight itself was really smooth, really easy. It literally was 45 minutes in the sky. So a lot quicker than Bristol, which was nice. And yeah, now I'm in Paris Airport. I think I'm going to go back that way. Because I think this way is towards the train station. I think I need to go that way. Because basically when you arrive at Charles de Gaulle Airport, if you were getting a taxi, you can get one from arrivals, like the metered taxis, but if you're getting an Uber or a Bolt, they will always ask you to go to departures, and I don't know why. So you come into arrivals, you then have to go upstairs up the escalator, and then go to like the departure taxi drop-off. Every single Uber or Bolt I've ever gotten from this airport has always asked me to go to departures, so now I just do it, and then I always message them as soon as it's confirmed and just say, I am upstairs in departures, whatever terminal I'm in, and whatever door I'm at. Sometimes they have door numbers. So yes, that is what I'm about to do. I'm about to head back on myself, book myself a Bolt, let them know I'm upstairs, and let's get going. If I remember as well, I'll screen record like the process to get the Bolt as well, just because it's very similar to Uber, but it does have a little bit of difference. So if I remember when I'm getting my taxi, I will do that. Also, what time are we on? 9:30. I thought I was going to be here like 10 o'clock, so I'm buzzing about that. I should be in the hotel by like 10, half 10 now, so that's really nice. Gives me a bit more time to sit down and decompress from the day, but I made it to Paris in one piece. It's been a very long day, but I'm very happy to be here now. So yes, I'm going to go and get a Bolt to my hotel, which, by the way, if I haven't said already, I think I have, is Campanile in Bussy St, which I'm very much looking forward to staying in. And yeah, let's get going. So that is arrivals, where I've just come from. This is literally the escalator I just came up when I almost fell over because I was talking to you, and I'm going to go all the way this way past my favourite place at this airport, Carl's Jr. If you don't know, get to know. I love it here so much, it's so good. They've just opened one in Cardiff, which I'm buzzing about. So I'm going to go back this way, and hopefully, if memory serves, I should be able to find a door to get outside to get a taxi. Happy to report I am going the right way. So you want to go past this massive check-in desk. I don't know what airline all of this is for. That one's Finnair, but the rest of them I didn't recognise. So you want to go past this massive check-in desk, and then just outside is where you can get picked up by an Uber or a Bolt. So this is how you use the Bolt app. So you literally just search for your destination. So I'm obviously going to type in Campanile Bussy and select it. It's then going to show me the route and how much a Bolt will cost. Then select in my departure point, which is Terminal 2B, which it did automatically locate. I have just covered this bit purely because my payment information's on there, but this is how you pay. I did through Apple Pay, but you can add your card details to the app as well, but I just prefer Apple Pay. Then it will locate a driver for you, so you can see it's found my driver right there, and then it just takes a little second just for the driver to actually confirm the order, and then you can see my driver confirmed. I have arrived at Campanile Bussy St. I completely forgot to do the woman for woman thing with Bolt. I literally completely forgot until the driver literally turned up, and I was like, yeah, I was supposed to do that. But he was so lovely. So he must have just assumed I was French, because he was like, oh, ça va. So I was like, oh, well, I'll put my French on for him. And I was like, oh, ça va. Bien, merci, et toi? And he was like, oh, bien, bien, bien. And then he started talking like French. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't actually speak French. And he was like, oh, he was like, Francais bon. And I was like, oh, merci. And that was the end of our very short conversation. But I was like, he thought I was French. My accent was so good, he thought I was French. Also, I'm talking quite quietly, purely because this hotel is deathly quiet. Like, I can't hear a peep, and I don't know if that's because everyone's quiet, because it is currently, my watch isn't on. 10:30 at night. So I don't know if everyone's asleep or whether the rooms are just really soundproof, but I don't want to wake anyone up. So I am just trying to talk a little bit quieter. But the room is lovely. I am like pleasantly surprised because I didn't know what to expect, but it's massive. It's absolutely huge. I will show you in a minute. But yeah, it's really easy to get to. It took like not even half an hour from the airport. I got here, I checked in. The woman who checked me in was really lovely. I did have to pay city tax, which I was expecting, so that's fine. I think it was €11.80. So that was fine. I always expect to to pay the city tax when I'm off site, so that was no bother at all. She gave me my I've got like little cards for breakfast. Let me show you. So they give you like these little cards, so I've got 3 of those because I'm here for 3 nights worth of breakfast. There's also my room number on there and also a code because apparently there's a gate outside, so if the gate is locked I have to put a code in. I will cross that bridge if/when I come to it. But yeah, a really nice check-in. She was really friendly, really lovely. I am just going to do a quick room tour for you and then probably sit on my phone for 5 minutes and just tell everyone I know that I'm alive. And then probably have a bit of a debrief with you before I jump in the shower and unpack and probably just go to sleep. There's a kettle in the room. Oh, they got green tea. Oh no. Oh, no green tea. I might have to steal some from breakfast if they have any. I normally bring it with me, but I assumed there wouldn't be a kettle in the room, so I didn't bother. Oh well, if they have green tea at breakfast, I'll pinch a sachet for tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm here and I'm happy about it. Okay, so this is Campanile Bussy St George. So this is the entryway as you walk in. You've got a little door into the main room where they left me a lovely little note. It says, "Hello and welcome to the Campanile Hotel." How cute is that? So just to the other side we have the bathroom with a nice big shower, complimentary hair and body gel. But it's a really nice big room. There's a little bit of artwork on the side, which is really cool. And then we have the sink area. Hello! And some hand wash, nice big sink. Obviously, as per, you have a toilet included in your stay. Oh, hairdryer on the wall. And plenty of towels, which is great. It is just me, so I'm not going to use all of them. Then into the main room. It is very dark. There's no like big light, but we'll do what we can. We have another full-length mirror. Hello. Really nice big TV on the wall. It's a really big room. Like, let me back up for you. Like, look at all this walkway. There's so much room. I've got a twin room with 2 nice big twin beds rather. And then we have a desk area, which I've already trashed, so apologies. But it's a nice big area. It has a little tea and coffee making facility as well, which is awesome. It has a nice chair, and then also some space to hang up some clothes, and an extra pillow if you need it. Somewhere to put your luggage, and also another shelf underneath. And then the sideboards, we have the TV remote, and also a European plug, and the switch for the side lamp. Nice little bit of artwork. And then on the other side, we have exactly the same. So we have light switches and also another European plug. I haven't got much of a view, it's just the car park. But that is okay. That's fine by me, I don't need a view. I'm not going to be here long, so yeah, that's the room. So that was just a really quick room tour. It's quite hard to do because it's really dark in here. Like, the camera is adjusting very well, but it's really dark in here. Like, there's no big light. Like, my only big light is like this thing on the wall that I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's not very bright, so it feels a bit pointless. And then there's just lamps by the bed, and then the light from the bathroom, so a bit of a dark room, but it'll do. It doesn't bother me none at all. So yeah, it's a really nice room. I'm really impressed with it actually. The size of it is massive. Like, if you had 2 people and all like your luggage in here, you'd be absolutely fine. But it is just little old me and my little backpack, but that's fine. But I'm very happy to be here. It's been a very long day. I left the house at 10:30 this morning, UK time. It's now 10:30 PM French time, so what's that, 9:30 back home. So that's an 11-hour day. And I didn't even really do anything. All I did was drive and then get on a plane. But no, I'm very glad to be here. Glad to be here earlier than planned. I thought I was probably going to get in about 11, but I did get to the hotel like 10:20. So by the time I have a shower and decompress and maybe have some snacks because I'm a little bit peckish, it'll be time just to go to sleep. And then I'm not sure what my plan is for the morning. I need to have a look how far away the train station is. I think when I looked before it said it was like a 10-minute walk. So I just need to figure out what time I want to get to the parks, what time to then get to the train station, what time to go to breakfast. So I'm going to work it backwards. I do want to get to the parks for extra magic hour, so I'm going to try and get there for 8 when security opens. Sometimes it does open a little bit earlier. So depending how alive I feel in the morning, I might try and get an earlier train because I think they are every like 10 or 20 minutes. But again, this is all to be decided, but we'll figure it out. We always do. I'm also really looking forward to breakfast. Like, anyone who knows me will know I love a hotel breakfast. Something about a hotel breakfast just absolutely slaps. Like, I just love it. Continental, hot breakfast, pastries, whatever you got. I love a hotel brekkie. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that now. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to a day at Disney tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's also just been confirmed that Stars and Parade has moved to 11:30 in the morning, which gives me sneaky suspicions that we are indeed going to have some previews tomorrow, because Stars and Parade normally runs at 5:30 in the afternoon. Before the music festival, they're moving it to 11:30, but it was still supposed to be at 5:30 tomorrow, but they've moved it to 11:30. So I'm like, interesting. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out. I don't know where to look or what time to look. I don't know. We haven't had a schedule yet, but I might just sort of stick around the hub, and then if I hear of anything going on, I can quickly like dart off into the lands, just because there's so much going on all over the park. It's going to be impossible to catch it all in one day probably. So yeah, I'm going to try and see what I can see, and all of the content will be on YouTube for you guys. I'm going to try and film everything and upload everything and capture some in the vlogs as well. So what I will do is do full length videos of each show as standalone videos, and then I'll do like snippets of each show for the actual vlogs. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Very tired, very tired. So yes, that is the plan. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I might even start the day in studios. Controversial. Normally I have to see the castle first, but I want to see studios while it's nice and quiet, so I can see what they've done with the construction. I want to see the difference in how it felt, you know, when I was there 6 weeks ago in March, when it was like the salmon, because the walls were like here and here. So I might start in studios, and I might go and have a look at the construction, see how that's getting on, maybe do a couple of rides over there, see how I feel, and then probably go over to the main park, probably for Stars and Parade, to be honest, because I really enjoy Stars and Parade. Controversial, I know, because a lot of people don't like it because it is old and tired, and I agree, it is old and tired, but it's such a classic. And the song, I love the song. I can't even remember what it goes now, I'm so tired. Lost in the magic. I had to think really hard about that. Oh, I could tell it's been a long day when I forgot a Disney Parade song. My God. So yeah, I think we'll start in studios, have a nosy what's going on over there, Stars and Parade, and then it's just going to be keeping my eye out for anything music festival related. What a day. I'm so excited. I feel so lucky to be here again. Like, this is my life. This is my second trip to Disneyland Paris this year, and we are mid-April. And I've got another one in 2 weeks, which is nuts. I didn't realise till this morning. I literally go again in 2 weeks with my friends, which is just insane that this is my life now. I feel very lucky and very privileged to live this life. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting all soppy now, so I think I'm going to wrap this up. I do love talking to this camera sometimes. Like, I've been talking for 5 whole minutes and I haven't really said anything. So if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations. Maybe leave me an emoji in the comments. Leave me a castle emoji in the comments just to let me know you watched to the end. Why not? But no, I am going to go and have a shower and decompress, and then go to sleep, ready for a very early morning and a day at Disneyland Paris. I'm so, so excited. I am going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you in the next one.